Steve Costa there, I think he was splendid in his Del Dowd's designed machine. Sublime design.
James Nige will be easy to spot with the bright pink wheels on the end of row number 2. The green flag at the back. Red lights are on, red drives, out of the lights, and we're away. Rob Bryan's fresh air underneath the front wheel, but he gets it under control. Will Howard has made up about 2 rows. There goes the 3rd row in front of him on the brakes, and he makes up a few more positions. As it's your pole position man, number 660, Ronnie Harris, who leads the way, and he's easy to spot with the light blue leathers, the ex-J Dixon leathers that he's wearing there.
Who's that, sorry?
Ronnie Harris. And I think I can't remember where it was we were told, it might have been Donington last year, but that's something up towards the top end. Yeah, somebody going the scenic route onto the grass.
Doesn't do any favours at all that way. Will Howard have made up 11 places. Somebody else there stuck, so looks like that could be mechanical, yeah.
Yeah, looks like we've got a couple there at Wilson's, unfortunately, but both riders up and on their feet.
We'll see if we can pick up exactly who that is in just a moment. To watch the leaders go into Agostini's for the first time of asking. That is Ronnie Harris, who leads the way from Bill Harris, Mystery Crown in 3rd place. Who's that in 4th there, mate?
That's Jack Bettis up in 4th place.
James Nudge there with the pink wheels, as she mentioned, is very distinctive in 5th place there. A little bit of a gap back actually to James. I'm wondering maybe there was some action there. We can see one of the quicker rookies is up there in about 8th place as well. So the rookies coming on strong. And I think the rookies, this year I think they'll be particularly quick because they're out of the main class every weekend. I think that brings the speed a lot quicker, don't you, Bradley?
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of them, isn't it? If you've got the quick car in front of you, then you naturally go with them and you along. I mean, well, you know better than myself, having a race that you have. So,
a long time ago. The old one, that's what it was. No, I think we'll be hoping that some half dozen or so before the end of the race. Just a better lap time to pick the rest of the weekend.
Maybe, if I'm right, see there, I'll get confirmation on that. There's Ronnie Harris, Bill Harris, Mystery Crown and Jack Bettis come across the line. There goes the top 4. Then it is James Nudge ahead of Jack Noble. And there's Will Howard. He's up into 7th place. He's made up 19 positions.
That's very impressive stuff indeed. I thought he might get up to the top half dozen. Obviously the lap times come in, but it doesn't really mean much of a standing start. But he goes at 2:15 and he's 8 seconds behind the leader who does a 2:076. So really he's within half a second technically of Ronnie Harris, who started on pole position and gets the first sector as Ronnie leads the way. He's got the empty track of centre in front of him, leading his front by 1.1 seconds, then Mystery Crown by another 1.3.
So Alfie Garrett hasn't come around to complete lap number 1. That has Rob Bryan, or number 166, that's Ben King.
Okay, yeah, that could well be the people taking, unfortunately, an exit down there at Wilson's on the first lap. I'm not quite sure if that's definitely the case, but it definitely got missing, that's for sure. Bit of a shame for Alfie, his debut race we think, in the Mini Twins there. And a DNF all ready for it. Oh well, got another race this afternoon to look forward to. Keep an eye on the sector times when they go down the back straight into the second sector. Things will start to get decided there. Got to think that Ronnie Harris with that open track in front of him is going to make the most of it. The track for Ronnie Harris is looking looking empty than Keir Starmer's appointment diary right now. And sure enough, he goes to 22.8. It's 24 behind him for Bettis, then Nard, 24. Goes 25 now. I think he runs on half on those and Bill's probably have a really good track to play just a moment, so we can make the way from home.
And he posts a 2-minute 3.746, so 9/10 of a second away from the lap record, but he extends his leading advantage to 1.8 seconds over his brother Bill. Then it's Mystery Crown, Jack Bettis, and then James Nars rounding out the top 5 with the pink wheels on that number 112 machine. Jack Noble first on the rookie mini twins at 207.1, and then the lap number 6, Will Howard, and then 79 of one of the Wolves.
Connor, that's Connor, don't worry, we know this is Connor, don't worry, we're not going to get him wrong again. I tell you who didn't have a good lap that time, mate, that's going to be Howard, because he came across the line 2.5 seconds behind Jack Noble. Bear in mind he was pretty much nose to tail the previous lap. He's done a 2:09, so he's lost at least 2 seconds on that lap, and I would have thought that he was capable of at least a 2:04, so I'd say he's probably lost around about 5 seconds in real terms. So unfortunately I think he maybe had a bit of a look and it didn't work out.
Yeah, he's in towards Agostini now is Will Howard, and there's plenty of clear track behind him, but unfortunately there's a little bit of clear track in front of him as well for him to bridge the gap between himself and the man in front, the 24, the first of the rookie mini twins in this race of Jack Noble. So Jack is in towards Obvious now, and it's not too far away from James Nash, and that would be for the overall top 5 position there. So Jack Noble is really coming on strong as a rookie this season, isn't he?
He certainly is, very impressive rookie indeed, Jack Noble. As I mentioned before, he missed the last round, unfortunately, and Camel Park said that he had to give away the lead to the champion, he got flying. It's definitely going to play nicely into Jack Noble's hands. He can't regain the lead in the championship. That was at the moment, I have to say, I wouldn't bet against him, really. Around they come back up the straight, so Ronnie Harris. I think Ronnie's getting a quick ball and see a few forwards going out there. I think they're just getting the ball there. I think they're also so his previous lap was took him hundredths of a second. So that performance he did in practice this morning, he can't quite replicate it yet. But again, he opens up the gap between himself and his brother by another few tenths of a second, and those tenths are now adding up into seconds because he's now 2.1 ahead. Also over 2 seconds ahead is Bill on Mitch Ducran. Mitch also at 2:04.8, so relatively slow 2:04 for him, but still a PB that time round. Also a PB for Jack Bennis. James Nash is a good lap here, so slower than it has previously. Noble still holds on to the 6th place ahead of the reigning rookie mini-twin champion Will Howard, so that's very impressive. And Howard again at 2:10. I think there's something wrong with his bike. We did hear that he had problems with the head gasket on his Yamaha, but I wonder if there's something not quite right with this mini-twin, because he's doing 2:10s and the man ahead of him is doing 2:06s, and the man behind him is 2:07, so actually Steve Crossan is in a very good position to overtake Will Howard.
What was the gap between Howard and Crossan across the line?
It was 0.67, so not much.
Steve Crossan's on Will Howard now to go around Ollies, and I suspect that he'll use that slipstream to his full advantage. They're around Williams now. Will Howard will hold that slipstream. Crossan is going around Williams and onto the bench straight, but I wouldn't They're certainly trying it. He's in the slipstream now, almost running side by side with Will Howard, so that's number 96. Brundle, that looks like Steve Crossan just found the inside of the left hand. Position now, and that will be 6th in the class as Ronnie Harris comes across the line now to start the final lap for the MRO mini twins and rookie mini twins. And on the previous couple of laps,
He's a very, very quick rider, isn't he? No two ways about it.
Separating the brothers. Then it's Mitch Ducran, who's just about keeping number 27, Jack Bettis, at bay. Now Jack Bettis coming into this round is 6th in the championship and hasn't stood on the podium so far. So Jack Bettis starting this final round, only half a second away from what could be his first podium appearance all season.
That'd be brilliant news for him. He managed that in a half a second. It's going to be so tantalising and close for him, isn't it? We'll wait and see if he can find that guy, mate.
On the way towards Hamilton's now, it looks like Mitch Ducran just pulled out a 10 or so on this final lap. They're in towards Oggies, and Jack Bettis not quite close enough to make a challenge, but if he can get a good run around Oggies and through Williams. Final lap.
Well, Oh, that's obviously a good place to be, of course. You can get that little bit of a toe and make all the difference as we run out of time very rapidly indeed. Leader is coming into Nelson Russell takes care of the upstream spot hole. Harris along the second shot quickly. They see Bill Harris in the first sector. He's got a 22.5. Can't possibly hope to catch his brother. Boy, would he love to take a lap record from under his nose, or even just go a little bit quicker. So, some of these back markers there coming across the line there, just make their way around. And the leader now makes his way onto the straight. He's going to say hello once again to the checker flag. Not going to do a lap record, they don't see that and coming across the line 2:03.6, a great lap nonetheless, and he goes quicker than his brother who sets his PB on that the last lap, but nonetheless a good result for the pair. Mitch Buchanan does beat Jack Bennett by 0.707 of a very solid opening for him. When it does, Tokyo challenger Jack Noble, another impressive performance. The great 75 by 1.3 seconds. February's up next. Then it is Connor Wolf who gets second of the rookie Burnley, Parsons, and the rest trundling across the line to say hello to the world. Brilliant stuff. Yeah, watching them across the line. Oh, it's a good little side-by-side between Fernley and Parsons, and it goes Parsons' way by 0.012 of a second. So there you go, Parsons fans. Something to get exciting about. Well done, Logan.
Yeah, 2 minutes 13 for him as well on that final lap, I think, there below the Parsons. 2 minutes 13.209.
He said he was looking for a top 10 finish, yeah?
Yeah, he was.
12th in class, I'm afraid, but nonetheless, he'll get a reasonable grid position next time, so maybe.